Hello everybody, before the video starts, this is just future Tinoriem here. Just wanting to let you know that there was supposed to be a fifth 5 time lapses. Unfortunately, one of the time lapses, for some unknown reason, kept on crashing my game and causing too much memory lag or making my Minecraft game run out of memory. So I ended up having to delete it. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up, just so that way throughout this video there is a point where I do mention about a time lapse, and that'll be the time lapse that never showed up because of my memory in the game. I don't know why it happened. I tried to figure it out, but I wasn't able to. And in reality, I think just you guys looking at the finished product is actually a lot better. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tinoriem Plays MCAlagaësia Survival World. This is episode 10. Sorry about the lack of timing of posting this video or uploading this video and recording this video. I have been pretty busy with my own personal life. On top of that, I've had some problems encountering with some of the other video episode 10s. So in this episode today, I'm actually, the things that we've got to name, and I won't name them because this is part of the competition. Now, these two recently came from a wandering trader. I don't know where the wandering trader is, but he has obviously left them here. So we now own these two, and we're going to have to move them into a paddock. And there are some llamas and some horses that we do need a name, like for example this one here, and then we've got that one there, and got him, we've got this bone one, and we've got that bone horse, and we've got this horse as well. So there's quite a few that have not been named, and so essentially what I am going to do is I'm actually going to set up a naming competition, as I said in the tweet and the message on social media. Follow me by going into the description and clicking it below. There's something else that we're going to name today as well, and the things that we're going to name is in relation to today's video. So in today's video, we are actually going all the way over there. But before we do that, I'm going to go through with the first. Now I've got 4. I've got 4. What do you call them? 4. What do you call them? The 4 of the time lapses. I've got 4 time lapses. We could end up catching all these and putting them in the paddocks too, making a big paddock over here as well. That's something that we could do at some point, but not today. So let's start with the first paddock. I mean the first time lapse, not first paddock, first time lapse. This will be for the first time lapse. And this starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is the first time lapse for this episode. There are 4, as I said in the intro of this episode. This is episode 10 video, the 100th video of the channel. And as you can see, I made a mistake twice then with that particular block. And then what I did was I dealt with the inner part, this bit here, and as you can see I did make a mistake with this. I had to go and fix it and remove that block there, the mangrove wood block, as you can see, and then I put the mud brick there. And I made the alternating pattern because I thought it looks really cool, and the ending part does look awesome from my own point of view. I actually think the pattern from above looks amazing. And I actually come back with scaffolding, and I use the scaffolding for the stem and the mangrove logs because I wanted the texture, the pattern, to be the circle of the square of the block itself. I wanted it to be the top, and that way you can see it from below and you can see it from the top. So that's what it looks like from the top, and this is what the pattern looks like from the bottom, which is kind of what I was going for. Although that block there, that crimson hyphy block, should be a different block, but this is the pattern I was trying to go for. And I did go and get some more scaffolding. So that's where I went, because I ended up running out of scaffolding, and so I had to make some more scaffolding. And the fact that we completed the walls and that flooring there, I actually like this flooring. I think this flooring looks nice, honestly. Like, from below, if you see the pattern, I like it. I think it looks nice. From the top, it's a lot more visual. You can actually see it. Anyway, so I completed the scaffolding, and I started placing logs and the blocks themselves. And then it started to rain and thunder, and I didn't want, lightning to accidentally hit me when I was doing it over here. Yeah, I had noticed I made a mistake, so I had to fix it up. And then, yes, underneath that is it is facing up. And as you can see, I ended up fixing it up so that the blocks were in tune with it, because it kind of looks diagonal from that side, even though, like, this is from the top. Like, if you have a look, that's the pattern I went for. The 2 wood blocks alternating, and then same on the sides as well. And then later I filled in those blocks over there, and those ones, and these ones here too. And like if you have a look at, if you compare the patterns, like if you compare this pattern which is the pattern I was going for, and then I was trying to get up. I was trying to literally land on this area. Because of the, oh yeah, I completely did the polished blackstone bricks there. The next bit was this bit here and that bit, and then also the trapdoors as well. And I actually like the pattern of the floor. Since recording this episode, there has been there was an Enderman that literally took one of my moss blocks, and I was like, oh come on, there's a moss block missing, and it was the Enderman. So I might change the moss block, the pale moss block, to something else on the wall. Something different. Possibly maybe green wool or green terracotta or green something more earthly. Which was what I was trying to do. I was trying to make it a nice pattern, and I like that pattern a lot, but the problem is that pattern's kind of causing problems if Enderman can get to it. And I actually, like, if you think about it, oh. Okay guys, and welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that first one. There is something else that I have forgotten to mention. And that is that the poll that I have, because I've got a poll, there's a poll, and that poll, which is for Tinoriem Let's Play MCAlagaësia, Tinoriem Let's Play Season 2, the map is getting a reset, and I just want to say I just spoiled the second time lapse. Let's just get into it. Okay, so just cut this first little bit out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and okay, this is the second time lapse of this video, of this episode, and in the second time lapse I'm pretty much just going over the roof. I should have done this in one time lapse, both the roof and the flooring, but I didn't. I chose to do the roof separately to the flooring. I don't know why, but I did. And the way I did the roof, I'll talk about it while my character's flying around. is essentially, I first made the trapdoors pale oak, I think. Was it the roof that I did first, or was it the trapdoors that I did first? I think it may have been the trapdoors that I had done first. And essentially with the trapdoors, I turned it white. I'm not too sure, I can't remember which one I did first. But it was either the trapdoors or the roof. Pretty sure it was the roof first and then the trapdoors. Yeah, it was the roof first. And as you can see, I'm placing the deep slate tiles. Then I went with the wood, the pale oak wood blocks and the pale oak logs. Then it went the cracked stone bricks, and then the cracked deep slate tiles. Yeah, I made a mistake there. That was meant to be a deep slate tile, not a cracked deep slate tile, not a blackstone, pale polished blackstone. Then, as you can see, the actual cracked deep slate tile. Then it was the wood pattern and the deep slate tile. The normal deep slate tile, not the cracked one. I actually like the deep slate tile. I think the deep slate tile has a really good texture in this resource pack, which is in the link. The link is in the description below for this resource pack. But I really love the textures of this, and then we did the pale oak trapdoors, and we filled in the blocks there and there, those two. And I actually do like the roof. If you look at the roof from below, it looks amazing. And if you look at the roof from above, this is exactly what I was trying to go for. That nice pattern there. The next bit was the trapdoors, which I went and got. That's why I've got a crafting bench there to craft them. There I am crafting those pale oak trapdoors. And as you can see, I ended up filling this in first. Later, I went and fixed that up. I placed the 2 blocks that we needed there in there as well. As you can see, it looks really nice, although the problem is that I made a mistake, because I later noticed that, oh, I made a mistake. So I later came back and went, oh, that needs to be fixed up. But as you can see, we have the trapdoors here. While I was doing the trapdoors, I had noticed that I made a mistake, or after the trapdoors, I should say. I noticed I had made a mistake. So if you look back here, I think I will return to in here and fix this up. This is just me looking for the blocks that I need. Yeah, there was a few mistakes I made, and as you can see, I went in there, made the water pattern. I then came back with a block to fix that point up and also to get some more water. I don't know if I actually noticed that mistake. Wait, was there a mistake there? Yes, there is a mistake there. Did I fix that? I don't know. I'd have to double check. I think I probably noticed it, or maybe not. I probably didn't notice it till now. So, you're just watching me discover that I completely forgot about that block. So, I will have to definitely go back into the game, and I'll probably fix it in the next episode. In episode 11, which will be completely different. It will be about an ice farm which I have. Anyway, that's all for this second time lapse. Okay guys, so as you can see, yes, this was time lapse 1 and time lapse 2 on the inside, that is. So as you can see, I'm just gonna kill that creeper. Anyway, so as you can see at the roof, in the roof here, you can actually see this up, and it's gotten a block. God damn it. Alright, well, while I work this out, we're going to fly up here. And we need to carefully okay. While I take care of this this Enderman, I'm going to let you guys watch the third time lapse. Okay, now I'm recording, and I will be playing this time lapse in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this is the third time lapse. I started by moving all the shulker boxes to at first I placed them over there, but then I moved them to the wall that has the lush cave over there. By the way, if you've watched the video, the lush cave is actually, if you're watching the video currently, the lush cave over there is completely different. Anyway, getting back to the time lapse. I started in this time lapse by actually placing quartz blocks, as you can see. Originally it was going to be quartz slabs, but then I noticed the only problem with the quartz slabs is that it wouldn't work properly, so I made it quartz blocks instead. And I had to keep in mind that there's like redstone around this area where the torches are there. So that's why I tried to be careful as much as I could. And I only got up to that area there. The thing is that not all of this will be quartz. It's only this side that is quartz. I might actually fix this up because I've noticed that I made a mistake with this as well. but I might leave this bit as quartz as well. This bit that has the chest on it, I might leave that as quartz, but I might not. It depends on how I feel about it. And I didn't do too much placing of the quartz. I only placed about. Yeah, I later came back and fixed that up because that was a mistake. And I filled all that in with the chiseled stone bricks, as you can see. This is what I did. I placed the chiseled stone bricks just right there because that's going to be the middle divider running all along, all the way to the other roof, to the other room, other wall. And while I was doing this, I ended up getting tired in real life, and so I had to stop. And that's why I didn't complete all of it. Yeah, I made a mistake. I actually did white quartz blocks when it's actually meant to be the chiseled stone brick. Although I will say that quartz blocks look really nice, and I will continue with the quartz blocks, and I might make this instead of this white, I might have like pale moss carpet here rather than that wall there. And obviously all these blocks will have to be individually placed in the quartz blocks. But as you can see, I quite like it, and I love how it is. It does need quartz stairs. I will have quartz stairs building downwards. I do plan that, but I just love the look of it. Quartz blocks look so good in this area. Alright, this is the third time lapse. So as you can see, the first thing that I went and did was I actually went and made sure that I had the materials. I actually went and did the glass first actually. So I made sure all that glass down there was the same level, which was I think the 4th level, and then I got rid of the glass that was used to as a barrier. Then obviously, as you can see, I ended up placing the blocks, and the reason we're doing this first person view rather than my normal thing is because I didn't want to do it the other way. So as you can see, I placed the glass blocks over the enclosure as quick as I can. Obviously it's sped up for you guys. Made a few mistakes while placing the glass when I was doing this. Then after that, I ended up finishing it up, so it's finished. Then I went and lit all the roof up, and had to make sure that I had enough torches to be able to do that. Then what I did after that was I made sure all the grass was gone, and then I ended up making sure I had the flowers and started planting the flowers. As you can see, so it looked a lot nicer. Then I placed the torches on the sides to stop mobs from spawning within the enclosure itself. And then I went and looked into the shulker boxes for the items I needed, and I had noticed that I didn't have the bee farms or like the beehive or the bee nest. and I needed to get some more redstone materials as well, and so that's what I did. I ended up getting those redstone materials, so that way, oh, and I also torched it, lit it up as well, torched the area up a bit, and then I went and slept because it was nighttime. Then what I did was I ended up going down to the storage area, where I ended up getting items. I actually noticed that there was like a zombie in the wall, and I took care of that zombie. Yeah, that was me killing the zombie. There was literally a zombie. See, that zombie just died. That was me doing that. Then I went back to, what was I doing? Whoops. I ended up doing some more stuff in the storage. Where am I? Have I lost my character? I think I've lost my character, guys. There I am. Okay. I'm trying to... There we go. Then, yes, I was looking for items. Couldn't find them. I was having so much trouble finding these items. They were the beehive and the hoppers, and there was minecart hopper and so many other items that I had missed. And essentially what my plan is for this storage system is that all the farms will be connected to this one storage area. So it's going to be a massive room full of multiple different storages. Then we went all the way back to the bee farm area, as you can see, and I was getting the redstone materials out so that I can begin it. Made sure I had the bee farm, beehives, and then, as you can see, next what I did, obviously I showed you guys around a bit of the thing. I think I was talking to the people at that point, saying here's the next thing, and then I ended up breeding these bees because there was like only 3 in there, and that's why the bed was in the enclosure, so I could sleep. And I've come up with a better system than what I had in the video. So in the video, the system was, I had the honeycomb and honey bottles and the combs. Yeah, this was me trying to breed them, and I had realized I didn't have the second beehive, so I ended up waiting and going and getting some more flowers so I could, grow the baby bee up. And then, as I was saying, tried to grow the baby bees up. And I was hoping it's going to grow up then and there, but it didn't. And then what I did was I went and got some more flowers, and I ended up getting these flowers so that way I could try and make the baby grow up quicker. And then after that, we went and got the second beehive and we made a bee nest. And then I was waiting for the bees to get away from the door, but they didn't, so I ended up using flowers instead, as you can see. And this was me trying to feed the feed the bees. See, the bees are still, there's still 4 of them, but the baby one is still a baby. They ended up breeding a second time, or at least I bred one with another one, and then we ended up with 2 extra babies. And we did have a second bee nest. We ended up getting 3 of them down in there, and I just left those 3 there. I placed the other beehive there, so we've got an extra 2 beehives, so we can ultimately join farms and make another farm, because we've got at least another 2 lots of bees, I think. So we can easily make some more bees and make some more bee nests and bee farms, because of the honey bottles and honeycombs. And then I ended up going AFK for a little bit because of I was looking at something. I was looking at a picture that I had made in the creative world, which I literally, before making the farm itself, I literally did the creative world. And I just realized that I just realized that I ended up having to go get those logs and those wood blocks. Yeah, I flew way way past where I was meant to be. I entered the thing again, and that's when I started the farm. Well, actually, before I started the farm, I actually placed the chest out so that way I could put things in the chest. And I made a crafting bench, so that way I could make some hoppers and minecart hoppers and other items that I needed. And then I placed those 3 into that bee nest and I broke it. That beehive. And I broke that, and then I put it in the chest for safekeeping. And then essentially what I did was I ended up, and this is what I did. This is the next time lapse that I did. So that was the end of that time lapse. Well, this was nearing the end of the time lapse. This is me talking to you guys, which I probably will have cut this off already. Alright guys, welcome back. That was the 3rd time lapse. And yes, I have in fact completed. So I do also want to say that I've got this as well, this little lush area down here. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have some nice little area, and from here all the way down here it's going to be empty on the back. We're going to have a copper chest on the inside, and the reason for that is because we're actually going to have copper golems fill these with honeycomb, and honey bottle. So the farm that we're actually doing in this episode, obviously, as well as, can I just point out this amazing work, I do intend to add some stairs, make it a little bit more decorative, possibly move that torch and have a quartz block there. So I think it looks kind of nice right now. But essentially, yeah, we're going to build a honey farm. And then we're going to connect it all the way to a copper chest near the area. Oh, it's nighttime, so let's quickly go and sleep. And then we'll be able to work on this honey block and honey copper farm. Sorry, honey block and honeycomb. And which, by the way, the copper golems and the bees, because we're going to be using a lot of bees and copper golems are the mystery creatures, mobs that you guys will get to name. So you guys will put a name in the comments and I will randomly choose a name from the comments. I'll put all of the names into a random generator, and for each animal that I've shown so far, they will appear on those things. So these copper golems or the bees that work in here will be certain names. Same with the copper golem down in the storage area, and there's another copper golem that's also going to be down there in the storage area. It's like 3 of them that will be working this particular farm, and then there'll be another one working the actual storage unit. So you guys have a lot of naming to do, but without further ado, let's get the dandelion out, and let's just place the dandelion down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, perfect. So now what we need is we need this. We need we've got chest. We need a helper that can be placed down later. We need a dispenser. We need to move everything because we won't need that stuff. We may need a pickaxe, so I'll leave that out. But we won't need a sword. We will need I think we need a block of copper for the copper golem. We've got 2 bees' nests here, plus a beehive. Now, the beehive's over here, and that was the beehive that has the original 3. Now, I will breed them, and do I have any? I don't. Really? I don't have any bones? Oops. Anyway, let's go and get... I'm going to go and get some honeycombs or something. Let's see, we've got plenty of shears. We need bones. And there's lots of bamboo there. Okay, that's a pumpkin. Alright, we're gonna go and get some bones. That's what we need. We need this stuff. Okay. Right. Let's go and, because I really want a lot of these. And the good thing is that it produces flowers as well. So we're just going to remove all the grass as well as the flowers. Okay. So we've got plenty of flowers. We've got four of those flowers and two of these flowers. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to place this down. Oh, actually, we can't. We have to make the farm first. Yes. Yeah, we're going to have to make the farm first. All right, let's make the farm first. Let's put this stuff away in the chest for now. So the general location I kind of want it in is right here in the middle of this area, and I think what we're going to do is I might time lapse because I will need a pickaxe, and we'll pretty much time lapse me putting some hoppers, and we need some chests. So we need more chests. We will need to get some more chests. So I will set the farm up, and we also need to bring the copper blocks and the carved pumpkins. All right, let's Okay guys, so sorry that took longer than I expected. So I have completely dug out a way for the hopper line, and it just means that now I have to go into the storage area just to get that end set up. So I need as many copper golems and copper chests as much as I can get. Probably about 2 maybe. And let's go and get that stuff sorted. Okay, so here we are in the storage area, and currently I'm just looking for, because I know I've got some in here, copper ingots, copper blocks. Do not need a copper bulb. We so need more copper ingots. I know I've got a copper chest in here, because I remember making one. So the question is, where is it? How much copper is in that? That's not enough copper. I need some copper. I need copper ingots, please. Please tell me I've got a lot of copper ingots and even some copper chests. Oh, here we go, raw copper. Oh, that is perfect. That's actually what we need. We actually need that raw copper. That is so perfect. It's a shame we don't have any. Actually, we might leave a stack of that. Yeah. We'll just get those two. Oh, there we go. We've got another stack. We'll leave that other. We'll take the stack. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook these raw coppers and get some copper ingot. Now, I could easily make this or use this and then have everything take a while to do. Or we could use the auto smelter that I've got up the top. I think maybe, just maybe, I will go up here and use the one that's in the village area. So let's go and let me just check that I've got no other copper blocks. Nope. I've got some more raw copper, which will be perfect. Alright, let's get the book. Alright, let's go. And I will put the raw copper in, and I will go AFK for a bit, just, well, it does its thing, unless one of my, I don't think villagers do copper, do they? Do any villager does a copper block? No, but he does a campfire. No, he does quartz though, block of quartz. Again, block of quartz. Okay, I'll just go AFK. I'll see you when we get back. Okay guys, so welcome back. So I now have, where is it? Oh, is it not in there? Oh no, it's over here. That's one from next door. It's in one of these ones. Here we go. So we're going to stack 24 of copper ingots. So we're going to make them into copper blocks. Possibly, maybe make them into like, yeah. And then what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go behind this here. So we're going to go behind here. This is like, how many is there? Okay, so there's 3 here. So we're going to get I'm going to place the cobblestone there. We're just going to have the copper golems go right around. So we're going to need to go block up, block up there. And we're just going to do this. Just like so. And we will increase the size. Oops. We need the dirt, we need stone. Put that right in there. Grab some stone. Because that's what we need. So we're actually going to do it this way. Put the stone in here, like so. And we're just gonna go. Okay, so where's the next chest? Next chest is down 1. And we need to. We're gonna need to put some stone here. This is actually a lot longer than I thought it would be. Oh. Actually, we just need 1. So that's that one. And then we need to have like. Where's the next one? So we need to go. Okay. This way. And then another block across, then this way. Oops. No, this is correct. We need that, and then this block. And then we need to go around again. And the only problem is that that one is there, so we've got a problem because this chest here is in the middle of the way, for our chest in here. So I'm not sure how we're gonna go about this per se. Maybe we'll have to remove that one and just decorate this spot right here. And then essentially what we're going to do after that is we're going to have like the copper chest. So we're just going to place, we're gonna make it big enough to fit all three. To fit all three. And we're just gonna do the same over here too. Just make it big enough to fit all three. There we go. And then I'm also gonna do that there. There we go. So now there's a way for them to get up here. And I think what I might need to do is I might need to increase the size of this. Okay. Alright. Okay. So that gives us a little pathway. And we're just going to make it big enough for them to get around. We might use some of these chests and put, you know, extra blocks right there, extra chests right there and here. Just so that way we've got extra, you know, extra stuff. So let's quickly put all the cobblestone. We don't need that cobblestone. And we don't need the andesite. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this chest here. Because we can't really place anything behind this chest due to the fact that there's water right here. And so we can't really put them in there. And we can't really put the copper golems. Well, actually, oh no, we can't. We don't have enough space over here. It wouldn't work. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over here. And we're gonna grab all this cobblestone. And we're actually gonna go placing some chests. One there. One there. So I think we'll do, how many is over here? There's 1, 2, 3. There's about 3 there, 3 here. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Because I kind of want to have a lot, and I will be AFKing over there in hoping that it goes into these chests because of them. How do we need some more raw copper. Do we have any spare raw copper? For my plan? Or copper ingots? Do we have any? Do we have lots of copper ingots somewhere? No? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we've also got those as well that we can plant. Nope, not in there. Well, this is not good. We desperately need lots and lots of copper. I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to have to go and use that raw copper. But I might have to, which is annoying because I don't want to, but we might have to. Oh, that's so annoying. I've got no copper anywhere. No copper ingots. Let's check some of these. None there, none there, none there. No. Oh. Okay. None there, none there, and none there. What about in here? No copper in there. This is not good. We need copper. I honestly don't want to. Okay. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? I'm going to have to get the copper, the raw copper, and put it into the smelter. So I think for a copper chest, do we require... Let's see, have I made a copper chest before? Here we go. Copper chest. So we need copper ingots, and we can't turn these... Oh yes, we can. Okay. Alright. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to place these copper blocks in there, and we're going to make some chests. We only need about... How many copper chests do we need? Well, hang on a second. I think they come with copper chest. So before we go on, let's just test this out and see if they do. Because then we can destroy the copper chest. And I think the location for the copper chest will be up here. Okay. We need to put that right away and the cobblestone. Okay. We're just gonna get some of this gravel because we will need it for the rest of the build over there. Stone there. And we're just gonna have the copper chest. So we're gonna place. We need it. Alright. We're just gonna place. Now, I've never done this personally, so I have no idea how we do it. Okay, so that's how we do it. And we're gonna place another one there. There we go. And we'll have hoppers. Oh, hang on, we need to... Oh, we need a third one. stop going this way. Okay, that's 1, 2. I'm going to stop him from going that way because we don't want him to go that way at the moment. And we're going to need to place 1 more. This is the first time I've ever done that. And I currently do not have a lot of honeycombs. Okay. So the only issue is, sorry, Mr. Copper Golem. So these 3 guys you can rename, and we will also have some more copper golems that you will be able to rename. Over there, there is a storage system that's going to be built, and that is where the 4th one, maybe the 5th one, maybe there will be 2 over there, that will be, you know, just wandering around, putting stuff away. Meanwhile, these guys, this area here, will be the home for the honey and the honeycomb and the honey bottles. So that way, when we have lots of honey, these guys will go all around, putting the honey away. And we're just going to make it as accessible for them as possible because I want them to be able to... Oh, there's gold down there. So we're just going to put some stone here. We're just going to make it more accessible for them because I kind of want them to. Ooh, gold. That'll be handy. Sorry, easily distracted. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of make it have like just like this. Obviously we will move this back. Where's that 3rd one? Is there 3 here? Oh, there is. Okay. I was going to say, wait, where's the 3rd one? So we're going to go and put some more stuff away. We don't need that. We don't really need stone. It doesn't hurt to have it in there. We can put the gravel away. We've got this, so we do need this. And then obviously after the farm, I will decorate this area a bit better. I'm just going to get this gold because we will need this gold at some point. You never know when you need gold in Minecraft. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna cover that up. We're gonna grab this. And I think the way we're actually going to go is we're going to have... Oops. I have a copper chest there. And I do not have enough stone. I don't have enough stone. Alright, we're just gonna make this bigger so we can get some stone, cobblestone. Because, and this is what we're gonna do. We're going to get some cobblestone. We're going to... I don't even have a crafting bench. Alright, we're gonna place cobblestone there. We'll grab we'll grab this. Okay. Move out of the way, Mr. Copper Golem. There we go. So we got a second one. And essentially that bit has been fixed. Now if I can get out of here, there we go. We do not need the cobblestone. And now we've set that those copper golems up. We're actually going to get some of this stone here. And we're actually going to turn it into stone stairs. Because I'm trying to make it look as nice and flash. Maybe add some stone stairs with some stone brick stairs. Possibly that might work. We can also maybe crack them as well. Make them cracked stone stairs. That could be something that we could do. I'm just trying to make it mix and match, you know, make it look really nice. And I think currently it does look nice, but and I'll put that raw gold in there and we'll deal with that later. So as you can tell, it's way too tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to we don't want that. We want the stairs. Let's go with the stone brick stairs. Alright, that still opens, good. That still opens, alright, and then that one there. It doesn't exactly line up with what I'm doing, but you get the idea. And then we'll make it... Okay, they cannot currently open that. That's okay. At the moment, we just want to light this area up. Just so that way mobs don't spawn. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay. Okay, that worked. There's no... Okay. We'll have to get some stone bricks. So I'm gonna make a stone bricks. Oh, we've got stone brick stairs. Where did I put the stone? Right there. We can put the stone bricks stairs and the other stairs away. We'll get some stone bricks. Let's get regular stone bricks. And then we'll put these on top of here, just like so. And that kind of looks... I kind of like that pattern, because it's like a mix match of them. And so essentially what we're going to do now is we're going to get those stone brick stairs, which we placed... I got the stone brick, that's stone stairs. Alright, there we go. Stone brick stairs. We're going to get this, and we're going to go behind the copper golem. Okay. Okay. So we can get back in. Okay, we need to come back in here and place a block there and there. And we're gonna go block there. Oops. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. Next, we need you to move. Okay. I need him to move. Move back. move back. Okay, so the reason we're putting a stair block there is to block them off. Oops, and that should not be a cobblestone block, that should be a stone brick block. Where's the stone brick block? Okay. We've ran into a problem. No. 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 No, 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 no. Oh my god. Stop coming in here. We don't want you in here. Okay. Well, we need to go out there anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. We need to craft some more stone bricks. Put the cobblestone away. Let's craft some more stone bricks. Nope. Yeah, stone bricks. Okay. There we go. Alright, I need stone brick stairs. There and there. And then stone brick. There. There. Okay, we need 3 of these guys to be on that side. No, 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 no. No. Get out of there. Move out of the way. Okay. We're gonna have to put something in there to distract them. Let's go with stone. Or actually, yeah, let's go with stone. And then let's go gravel. Okay. And then we're gonna place that there. Stone brick there. So that will stop them from coming in here. So we will have to name tag these 3 at some point. So you guys can actually do the version of the poll. They'll be repeatedly opening and closing that. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get the hoppers. And now we've got that chest down here. We're going to just run all this hopper all the way to the spots that the farm will be in. And that means that we will have to put a block here to prevent any mobs from standing on it. Alright, there we go. Which way do we need to go? We need to go... No, we're not taking it from here. We're taking it from here. Wait. Which way do we need to go? We need to go this way. So we're going to go all the way back to here. And this is where the farm will be. So we need to have hoppers running all the way to there. And then that way we can have all the hoppers, put all the honeycomb and honey blocks, honeycomb and oops. Honeycomb and honey bottle, and it can just go in there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab this hopper. That's the right one, isn't it? Did we turn at the right spot? That goes towards the... Yeah? Yeah, that goes towards them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go... And we're going to have to... We can't have it below. It has to be at the same spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the torches down below the hoppers. That way... We're just going to place a torch over there. But yeah, so we're going to move all these torches from the top to the bottom block, just like so. And obviously in Creative, I didn't have it set up like this per se. I had it set up in a different spot. Or not different spot, different way. So all the hoppers will be going along this line to the farm, and essentially the farm will spit either a bottle, an empty bottle, or use the shears on them. And essentially what that will do is it will shear the bottle. Oh. It's so annoying when you accidentally make a mistake. Alright, so this is what we're doing. We're gonna go all the way across. And this is one of many farms. Oops. There we go. This is one of many farms that I will be building. Why are you facing down? I did not want you to face down. Okay. I have gone the wrong way. It's so annoying when that happens, when you go the wrong way. There we go. So this hopper line will just go over here. And like I was saying, all the farms that I am building. Oops. So I'm just going to quickly place some torches to stop mobs spawning. Okay. We can get some more torches. Bingo. Alright. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to continue placing these like so. And okay, we're out. So we're gonna have to go get some more. I think we've got some more. I think we've got plenty to get us all the way. So let's just have a look. Let's have a look. How much hoppers do we have? Oh, 53. I don't know if we've got enough. Alright, let's have a look. Okay. Oops. Oops. Alright. Right, let's continue with what we're doing. Okay. Let's continue. Oops. Oh my gosh, come on. So we're just going to keep on placing these hoppers all the way to the top. And if we run out, we will have to go and craft some more, which, you know, I've got plenty of iron. And, you know, I've got a stack of... I've got a stack of chests somewhere. How far are we? We don't have enough. We do not have enough. Okay. We're gonna have to go and make some more. Oops. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll quickly make some more. Because I've got plenty of iron, and I think we've got some iron here. No, but we've got some logs in here. We can make some chests. Oh, we do have hoppers. Why do we have hoppers in here? Oh. Well, we've got redstone repeaters. Okay. Not sure what's happening. Why do we have redstone hoppers? Why do we have repeaters? Why do we have a torch? Huh. Cool. Alright. So it doesn't mean that we have to make any more, because we got some. Nice. And I landed at the wrong spot. Okay. Alright. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Alright. So we'll continue doing this, because we're almost there. And the reason to why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to keep all of my farms to the same location, which is that same area. So all the storage area will be that particular spot. So we're gonna just place a stone block here, and then we're going to have a hopper there. And then we're gonna have all the hoppers running all the way up until we get to the dirt block. And the reason I'm talking slow is because I'm trying to focus. Okay, so once we get here, what we're going to do is, if you have seen tutorials by other people, obviously I'm going to do it a bit differently to how some of them do it. I will probably post some good examples in the description of their own tutorial, but obviously the way I do this is completely different to how they do it. So for example, instead of having the there we go. So that will go down into the chest below, and they will factor it into just a random chest. We will have to make sure that they can reach all of the chests. Let's see. So we've got that. We need that dirt. Do we have any torches? 5. Perfect. Alright. So the next thing that we're gonna do, we've got our hopper minecart here. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place the stone bricks here, and then we're going to place block there, stone brick there. I'm going to grab the piston, place another 2 stone bricks here, push the piston down. Wrong spot, wrong spot, wrong spot, wrong spot. bingo. What that does, for anybody that is new and doesn't understand and wants to understand what that does, is that literally pushes the dirt block into the minecart hopper. So the minecart hopper, so if I go into my FreeCam mode, you can actually see the minecart hopper right here, which is on top of the other hoppers, which then goes down to here. Now the only concern is down here, you know, there's a lot of things going on. So we're gonna have to break this block. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm gonna light that area up. So we're gonna go all the way down. And how far is it? Can we light this spot up from out? No, okay. I was hoping it would be a yes. Unfortunately, we have to go all the way down, which is annoying. Oh, wait, am I going the wrong way? Okay, so that one is not lit. It is the other one that's not lit. So we need to go all the way back to the middle spot. So this bit is not lit, which I do not want to hear the you know, zombies and creepers and stuff. So now if we have a look, you can see this bit is lit, meaning that nothing will spawn there, and there is nothing around here that will spawn because of the torches there. Now we do have iron here, and because I may never come back here again, do we have gravel already? Let's grab this. Let's grab this iron ingots because they will come in handy. And we're just going to place another torch up there. And so now what we'll do is we'll build all the way up. And we're just going to place a dirt block there. Okay, so now that's done. We've got the hoppers in place. We've got the copper golems in place. We don't have in place the bees or the redstone. Now, I'm essentially doing this from kind of like I kind of got an inspiration from a particular person, and it's from, you know, one of his tutorials. Anyway, his link will be his link's already down in the description below his video. I will, in the description, I will literally put next to the video name, you know, mentioned in this video. Anyway, getting back to what I was going to do. So essentially what we're going to have is we're going to need the dispenser, which we've got here. And the reason we're going to need this is because we're going to need 3 shears. And essentially you can have like a chest full of empty bottles and shears, but the only problem is that it might not work effectively. So what I might have to do is I might have to make this manual so I know which block it is. It is this block here, so I'm just going to place a torch just there. Maybe not that torch, maybe maybe a comparator. Yeah, let's place a comparator. Okay, so what we're going to do for this particular farm, before we do the dispenser, which the dispenser will sit right. Let's put the stone brick and the piston away. Let's grab the stone. So the dispenser will sit right here on top. I'm just going to slowly do this. So what you guys can do is dispenser up here facing below. So essentially it's facing into the beehive or bee nest. We don't need that comparator there. That's just to display where it was. Okay, we need to remove these blocks. Next, we need the, what is it? To remember off the top of my head, we need the redstone dust. We need about 4 things of redstone dust. Now, I picked 4. You don't need 4. I haven't tried with 3, but when I tried this in the creative world, the test world, I literally had 4 bits of redstone dust. Then what you need to do is you need to have the observers in your inventory, which... Where's my observers? Where is my observers? That's a filler. We don't need a filler. I don't know why I made a filler. Alright, so we've got an observer, so we need an observer. We need an observer observing that spot. We need an observer observing that. We're gonna have to move this chest. This chest is going to get in the way, so we're gonna move this chest. Okay, now let's grab this chest. Place it over here for now. Oops. Not even that spot. Not that spot, no. Not there. Okay. That there. And then we're gonna put everything inside it. We don't need the cobblestone or the dirt or that or this. We will need the cobblestone. Okay. Actually, I kind of want to do this out of stone. Do we not have stone? Do we not have stone? I thought we had... Oh, we've got filler. Oh, okay, we don't have stone. And then... I'm just trying to remember how it goes. We need a block here and a block here. Then we need to put the flowers over here because we don't want it in the way. The beehive can stay on us. The crafting bench can go down there. Okay, so we need 1 block there. We need the observer facing that way, and an observer facing that way. We need... Oh wait, I just stuffed it up. We need 2 droppers. Which is no problem because I think we've got more than 2 droppers. There we go. We do. So we need a place. Drop her here, drop her there. Oh wait, no, I've stuffed that up. Drop her there. Oh, come on. Drop her here, drop her there, and then drop her down. We don't need these other two droppers. We will put those two droppers away. We also need a comparator, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a comparator. It might be a redstone repeater, actually. I think it's a redstone repeater. So redstone repeater. Sorry, I accidentally minimized Minecraft by mistake. Redstone repeater, we need that. Oops. No, not sticky piston. No. No. There we go. Alright, so let's put everything. That's a lever. We do not want a lever. Alright, so we do need the repeater. Now I'm pretty sure it's a repeater. Okay. And yeah, it is. And then we need, after this, so we need a repeater facing into that. We need a comparator. Oh my gosh. That's a repeater. I just found some more redstone repeaters. Do we have not? We don't have any redstone comparators. And we still need that piston too. Okay. Let's make a redstone repeater. Comparator. Oh, there we go. We do have some. Okay. And then we need the comparator. We need that there. We need a block. A redstone torch. And then we need the piston. Oops. Okay, let's try that again. We need a block. Oops. We need a block. Redstone torch. And a piston. And then we need an observer facing towards it. And then we need a thing facing towards that. And then what we should do now is we need to put a comparator right here. And as soon as we place for items, as you heard, it just went to so that activated the redstone mechanic. That sounds like it activated this. So this is where the next bit comes in handy. So obviously the bees in this particular beehive here, they will be the bees that start the farm. We will also add the 3 other bees from one of the bee nests to the farm, because it's going to be a 6 bee enclosure, and alternatively we could make it more than 6. We could have 9, but I don't think it's a wise plan. I tried it with 6 and I ended up getting quite a little bit of honeycomb and bottle honey, and so that's essentially how I'm making it. But yeah, essentially, if you recognize this and you recognize what I just made, then you'll definitely know which tutorial I'm talking about. And again, the link will be in the description below to the tutorial, and I will comment next to the tutorial that it was mentioned within this episode, and I will also would like to shout them out, the people that are in the description. Everybody that is in the description below, in terms of the videos and the Redstone people, big shout out to them. Massive fan to their work. I'm just so jealous of how crazy good they are. Anyway, getting back to it. So we've done the main mechanic. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to breed these. We need that. We need a campfire. All right, the observers can go away. The observers are in the wrong spot. The observers can go away. The comparator can go away. And the redstone torches can go away. The glass can come back and be placed in here. And we will need to where is it? I'm trying to find. Okay, so next is we need to decide whether to use the beehive or the bee nest. Generally, I want to use the beehive because in my Java, in my resource pack, which again, that link is also in the description. In my Java, my resource pack is amazing. So where is this? There's an Enderman somewhere. That's a good thing. You can look at it and it won't get angry. Anyway, so what we'll do is I'm going to take out the redstone. And we're going to place the beehive facing this way. So that's 1. And we want the campfire to be right here. Oh, actually, we're going to break it, and then we're gonna place remove one block, place it there, place that, and place this beehive. So now, when I fall asleep and wake up, these three should come out. Okay, it's daytime. Why are they not coming out? They're not coming out. Why are they not coming out? I'm just waiting for them to come out. I don't know why they're not coming out of their hive. Okay. There's one more that needs to come out. And I kind of need to grow the baby ones. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm going to move over here. 1, 2 for you. And come here, come here. 1, 2 for you. And then 1 extra for you and 1 extra for you. And they still haven't grown yet. So, okay, that's 1, 2. Okay, 3. What I'll do now is that, and now they'll share the 1 beehive, and essentially, if I go AFK, it literally does work. The last thing that we need to do is the redstone dust. And if we want to, we can kind of just make a, what do you call it? Thing to stop them from flying in there. And we're just going to place that block there. We're going to have a torch up there. And we're going to place a block there and a block there, and we'll place a block. Do not fly in there. Do not fly in there. Could be. Okay, so we're gonna place a block here. Oops. Place a block here. That's not gonna work. It should be safe actually. Should be fine really. Okay. So that's already full. So the way this works, obviously, as you can see, it looks completely full to me. So what you do is, I'm just going to demonstrate this. I'll take that one out there, and that should have, if we did not have anything that we needed. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 shears, and we're going to get 1, 2, 3, and in here we're going to go, oh, we need way more than 3. Do we have any more? Okay. I'm going to grab some of these bottles. I know that we've got some more bottles somewhere. Do we not have more bottles? Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make these glass into extra stacks. So we're going to do that. Got 54, 60, 63. Okay, so we've got 63, and we need an extra, how many stacks? We need an extra, I'll just place this in first. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and then that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the honey bottles. So let's just quickly make the honey bottles. And boom, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks of honey bottles. Sorry, empty bottles. Okay, so now we just need all right, that's 10. That's 19. Okay. And I just need some more glass. Clearly I didn't have enough glass, which is kind of annoying. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably, don't want to get that. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, instead of stacks of 64, we're going to go do that, and then we're going to add 16 to each one. So another 16, another 16, another 16, and we're going to do this until we've got the same number for all of them. There we go. So with this, we can do this. We can go 50, 51. Alright. And then we just need to 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We've got 54 empty glass bottles in there. We will make some more, or I will make some more. Oh, hang on. We've got some extra. Wait a second. There we go. So we've got 57 glass bottles. So now when we place this, oh, wrong spot. When we place this in here, it will, there you go. So we just got our first ever honeycomb, because when the shear interacts with it, we get a honeycomb. And essentially, this redstone is easy to make, and I actually had pre-made this in a creative mode to get an idea of the size of it. And originally I had planned on doing it different ways, and I tried to figure this one out. There was going to be an ice farm made in this tutorial as well, in this video, but I think we'll just leave the video there, and we will do the ice farm in episode 11, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, we'll have plenty of honeycomb and bottled honey to last us, or to use in the future episodes. We need the honeycomb to wax copper stuff, and we need lots of honeycomb because it can be useful as well in terms of honey blocks and other things that you can use. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video and the fact that we made this AFK, because it is an AFK farm, if you enjoyed us making this particular farm and you want to see me make more farms, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to come up with lots of new farms. I have come up with an ice farm. It's not entirely brand new. It's brand new to me because I don't use a lot of time or make a lot of time for these farms. I just make them whenever I can come up with a farm. And an ice farm, this ice farm that I have created, I haven't exactly seen one on YouTube where it's just one block. It's literally one block, and it's a one block ice farm. Compared to all those massive ice farms that you see by everybody, this particular ice farm that I've come up with is a one block ice farm. So now with the bees in place and the copper golems in place and the future copper golem that will be used for the storage system, essentially the reason to why I'm using all the copper golems and trying to use copper golems now is because I love redstone, but I'm starting to get to the point where even I need a little bit of an extra helping hand. And like I said before, if you have watched it all the way to the end, good, excellent. You've seen all the mobs that need to be named. There are some more animals up here, and I'm gonna make a paddock up there, and I will at some point, I think I found some axolotls. I will at some point rename them, and you can also vote for those as well. Just give me your names in the comments below, and I will put all your names and suggestions of names into a randomizer, and I will randomly pick it. And the names that appear on the bees or the copper golems will be those ones. I was thinking of changing Harry's name, maybe, but I don't know. And there are others that I was thinking of changing. But enough about that. More of that in the next episode. Episode 10, video 100, double milestone. I was actually going to build an extra farm because of it. In fact, maybe I will. In fact, I think I will actually. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to wrap it up there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more content from me, click on the end screen that's on the end card on the screen now, or screen card that's on the end screen card that's on the screen now, to watch the playlist or the video. I think it's a playlist from memory. I think I'm going to pick a playlist of Tinoriem plays MCAlagaësia. And keep in mind, there's only 7 days to vote in the poll. The link to the poll is in the description below. The winning seed for Tinoriem Let's Play Season 2 Map Reset will be the one chosen. Okay. Have a nice rest of your night or day. Have a wonderful rest of your night or day. And until next time, take care, guys.